Dun dun dun! Hello everybody and welcome to Football Manager 2020. We still don't have the camera on because I'm still in my bedroom. But I will be moving back to the man room tomorrow. So I think the next video after this one should be done in the man room where we'll have the green screen. You can see my wonderful face, which doesn't look a thing like this guy. Yeah. It's better, Sports Interactive, but it's not the best, is it? I mean, the hairstyles are absolutely terrible, but that doesn't matter. We're going to get into a career mode on the beta of Football Manager. We already know we're going to be in Norwich, and we're going to go into advanced setup because I want to load some other leagues as well. And you get to watch it all from this point with me. If you're excited about Football Manager 2020 and you're excited about it being back on, or Football Manager being back on the channel, because, you know, I'm late to the party and everybody else is already playing it. So yeah, well done, Dave. I mean, you know, I've been away on holiday, I've had guests here, I couldn't record videos, but we are here, we are ready to go. The Cultured Left Foot Army is going strong, and we're going to be Norwich for a whole season, and then by the time I finish this season, hopefully, the FM editor, go check him out on Twitter if you haven't checked him out before. Hopefully he'll be releasing his full non-league database, and we'll be starting the Folkestone Invicta save, which is a team close to my heart, so I'm very excited about it, and it'll be good. But we're going with Norwich to start. Can we get Pookie having a party? Will it be a Pookie party, or will he be more of a Pookie pie? That's a pucker pie. For those people that don't know or aren't watching from the UK, that's a pun on pucker pie, which is terrible. Yeah, so we'll be replacing old Fark. He's fucked off. Thanks for that, Ross, that pun. I said I'd nick it, and I have. And we're just, like, going through. Here we are. So Cultured Left Foot, 33 years old. That is me. I am that age. I know you can't believe it, ladies and gentlemen. I know when the camera's back, you're going to be like, there's no way he's 33. He's about 21. No, unbelievably, I am actually 33 years old. I am English. I am born in London. And my favourite team is Man United, all of which obviously makes sense. I'm a Man United fan from London. Why wouldn't that make sense? We're going to use this profile. We are going to have badges and experience based on Norwich as what they should be. And we're going to go for a motivator because I've never used a predetermined one before. So motivator is what we're going to do. Don't show this message again. Start playing. Now, Football Manager 2020. I haven't actually paid that much attention to anyone else playing it on YouTube at the moment. I've watched a couple of Loki Doki's videos. I've watched a couple of Bobby G's videos. Go and check them all out. Wow, we are not in the correct style because I've put pen to paper on a 2-year deal worth $1.26 million per year. That is not what I want. He replaces previous head coach Daniel Fark, who was farked off. We know that. Left Foot lacks the reputation of a survival specialist, which, given the club's current ambitions, creates an intriguing dynamic as they intend to retain their place in the division. Now, this is a one season save. Whatever happens, we will be doing a 1 season save, and unless we get a sack, and then we'll finish it early. But my plan in this save is to try and win the League Cup. Now, I know that's a weird thing to aim for, but because it's 1 season, if we get relegated, I'm not that fussed. If we get knocked out of the FA Cup, I'm not that fussed. I think League Cup is where we've got to aim. I think that's the target. That's what we're going for. They're saying Pookie, Buenda, Hernandez, Roberts, Leitner, Treibel, Zimmerman, Godfrey, Aarons, Lewis, and Farman is our best 11 from the team report, which is nice to see. I do like the colour scheme. I like the background. I like the changes. Now, I think I'm aware that this is more of a Football Manager 19.5, but we're going to go and see. So we get the new club vision from Delia Smith. Let's be having ya! And all that jazz. I'm sure that'll come out a lot. Delia Smith, the director, this is outlining the board's vision for the future. I'll be in touch shortly to discuss the finer details and to finalise our competition objectives for the coming season. Play possession soccer. It clearly thinks I'm in America. That's annoying. Develop players using the club's youth and sign players under the age of 21 for the future. Work within the wage budget. End of this season, they want to avoid relegation, reach the 4th round of both cups. Well, I want to win the Carabao Cup. And then, again, it's just attempt to remain and then remain, continue remaining, but we're not going to play that far into it unless everybody's really enjoying it, and then we might do a second season. But I always do a beta save as an intro and then do a longer term save where we take a club that's really small to hopefully go and win the Champions League. Please do not hesitate to let me know if you like any arrangements below to be made. Once again, I'd like to welcome to Norwich, and everyone at the club hopes this is the beginning of a long and successful era. Schedule a press conference, I might as well. Arrange it into friendly, no. Send an advice report from the backroom staff, yes, why not? Confirm. We'll just quickly save it as Cultured Left Foot Norwich. There's no issues with that. I'm aware that people are getting quite a few crash dumps, so I apologise if one of those happens while we're offline doing games. But here we go. So a tactics induction. I don't really need the tactics induction. Thank you very much. I've been here before. We are going to try and play a ticker-tacker formation. We're going to keep the ball. We're going to work it up. And we're going to see how it goes. We're going to go for a 4-2-3-1 wide. I think that's how we're going to play. But that's one of my preferred formations. If not, then the 4-1-4-1 is also what I probably play in real life for the team I manage in real life. Also, if you're new to the channel because you found me on Football Manager 20, please do subscribe. Stay around. We normally have a face cam. Go and check out the Maribor and the NK Zagreb save. That's the sort of stuff I do on the channel. I try and keep it energetic. I try and create a bit of a community. I'm small. I don't care. It's a hobby. I'm not here for subscriber numbers and viewer figures and earning money and stuff like that. It's all pocket money that keeps me going. But yeah, so this is how we're going to line up for start. But obviously we're going to then change some of the player roles so that it can fit what we've got in the squad. And in this first episode, that's what we're going to go and look at and see what we've got in the squad. So first off, we've got some people there that are not at the club because they're out on loan. So let's get rid of them. Now, Norwich in real life are struggling because they've got 4 centre-backs and I think 3 of them are injured, so I might go and look for a centre-back in the window. Let me know down below what you think we should go and do in the transfer window. If there are any Norwich fans, Jim, I'm looking at you. If you're watching, then let me know where you think we should be, well, reinforcing the team. Everyone's happy, which is playing time happiness, so everyone's happy that they've not played a game in pre-season, which is fine. Morale is pretty good. We've got a good little range. I mean, Farman and Krull are both pretty good goalkeepers. Tim Krull's a bit more experienced now. Farman coming in on loan from Schalke, I think, was quite the surprising move. I don't think a lot of people predicted that. But first off, into preferences we go. We are not playing in the US dollar. We're playing in the UK pound, and we're going to do English. Thank you very much. We'll go full screen mode still. Football Manager. I was always a fan of the dark in the opposite one, but I think let's stay on normal Football Manager for now. Scaling is fine, I think, as it is. This PC's 3D graphics capability is 5-star. Right, definitely turn off all the match sounds so that we don't get scared by that. And I think, can we not go for like height and stuff? Height. Choose your height. Yep. Feet is what I want. Choose your weight. I assume it's automatically changed this. What do I want? Stones in that one and distance. I'll tell you what I like about this already. As I said, I haven't actually seen anybody play. I haven't seen anybody do this on Football Manager, and I automatically figured out the preferences about what to do and what to search for, and it was very good. Well done, Football Manager, for that one. Now, I haven't ever been invited to SI Games Towers or studios. It probably wouldn't make sense. I live in Singapore. It would take me it would take me a long time to get there, about 15 hours. It also cost them a lot of money to fly me there, so I'm not surprised I've never been invited. And I'm also not a very big YouTuber, but yeah, that doesn't bother me. But I will give a very honest, brutal feelings about the game, about what I think about it, what's improved, what hasn't improved, what they need to do more of, and things like that. So I'm just going to accept that current vision. I don't need to change any of that. Preseason, this is all the same. Squad selection, transfer window. Biggest spenders so far, my beloved Man United for 150 million. Wolves have signed the most. They signed 19 players, and Eden Hazard is currently the biggest move of this window, as we know. So yeah, we're in. Let's go and have a look. Let's have a look at the squad where we were before. So the 2 goalkeepers then, because I'm not counting McGovern. He can actually straight away go into the where am I going? Move to the under 23s. There we go. Right, so there are 2 goalkeepers then. Tim Krul, he's pretty good actually. 3 stars. Obviously, potential and current are going to be the same. He's 31. Good reflexes, good positioning. Obviously, a penalty saver. We know in real life he's quite a good penalty saver. Prefers to be a sweeper keeper, but can play goalkeeper very well. Not too sure who's going to be my first choice at the moment. Ralph Farman is his competition. On the stats, I'd probably say it is going to be Tim Krul, but we'll have to have a look. But good agility, good at one-on-ones, good reflexes again, likes to be a sweeper keeper. Vision's a little bit poor. Positioning is okay, but we'll have to see. They're going to be battling out. Right back is Max Aarons and Sam Byron are the 2 that are going to be playing against each other for that competition. Okay, he's got a good bit of pace. Crossing and dribbling could be better. he's all right. He's not too bad, is Max Aarons. And then, yeah, Sam Byram is his competition. I was very excited when they signed Sam Byram, and he hasn't really played. So, yeah, that's a little bit annoying. We're in per annum. We're in per annum, people. We are in per annum. I need to change that. Wages. Choose the format weekly because it's footballers and they get paid far too much money, and you need to see it in weeks. So yeah, he's right. Gets into opposition area from right back is probably the best trait I want. I'd imagine for a right back. But yeah, doing all right. Signed from West Ham for 750k. I thought it was a bit of a bargain, but he hasn't really had a chance to impress. Grant Hanley, once of Blackburn, Scottish international, a good commanding centre back. He's good in the air, dominating, no nonsense. Not really gonna do the passing out of the back that I want from a tiki-taka formation, but does try long-range passes and likes to bring the ball out with his feet. Zimmerman in there as well, 26-year-old German, more of a standard central defender. Really tall, good jump in reach, and again, brings the ball out, likes to switch the ball to the other flank. 6'4", so I'm looking forward to that. Good leader, probably when he's fit will be our starting centre-back. Tim Closer, 6'4" again, 31 years old, getting on the older side. Might look to cash in on him if we can, and look to replace him. But yeah, I think a centre-back is what I'm looking for. And then we have Ben Godfrey as well, who's probably more of a backup. 21 years old, holding midfielder and centre-back. Likes to be a Segundo Volante, apparently. Short, simple passes, which will fit nicely into the way I want to play. Tries to play way out of trouble, which is a bit interesting, and brings the ball out of defence as well. So lots of we're going to have defenders that like to run with the ball forward. At left back then, Jamal Lewis is in. I quite like Jamal Lewis. I like the look of him. He's young, gets forward. He's going to be a great wing back. If we can improve his crossing and dribbling, that would be wonderful. His competition is Philip Heiser. Sort of a complete utility man. 28 years old. Again, good pace, decent crossing. Dribbling's a little bit poorer than his competition. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this team get on. They haven't got a bad squad. It's just that it's not got the biggest depth. Alexandre Tete, 33 years old, really getting on in life now. 1 million from Rennes. What's that? 7 years ago. 7 years ago they signed him. Some decent stats. I'm hoping he won't be our starting holding midfielder or central midfielder, but we'll have to see how we go. Moritz Leitner is there as well. Good passing, good technique, good vision, so probably going to be likely to be one of our playmakers when we use one. Likes to dictate the tempo, plays short, simple passes, comes deep to get the ball. Yeah, he'll fit nicely into the philosophy. Mario Vranic, another one who I actually quite like in real life. Haven't seen too much of him for Norwich, to be honest, but tries killer balls often, tries long-range free kicks, likes to switch the ball. Again, good vision, good passing, good free kick taking, decent dribbling, good technique. Could be okay. Signed 650k, an absolute bargain when you look at his stats. Kenny Mclean, 27 years old, probably not going to be anywhere near the first team. Don't need to talk about him too much. Ibrahim Amadou, on loan from Sevilla, a good signing on loan that the previous management brought in. We're not going to mention him by name. He who shall not be named, he who farked off. But yeah, all round good sort of player. I do enjoy a halfback when I'm playing with one holding midfielder, and yeah, he looks like he could do a job. But also a good ball midfielder and defensive midfielder as well, and can slot into the central midfield roles if we play with them. Tom Treibel is here as well, 26-year-old German with a pretty British name, to be honest. Short, simple passes, comes deep to get the ball and dictates tempo. So another guy who would like to be a playmaker. Cantwell, who's the guy, young Englishman, actually started quite well this season for Norwich in real life. Likes to beat his man repeatedly, tries the trick, cuts him from the left wing. So a good maybe inside forward, or the new inverted winger is something new this year in Football Manager 2020. So we'll have to see how he gets on. Marco Stiepermann is an attacking midfielder, central midfielder for Norwich. 28 years old, not capped by Germany. Obviously a lot of competition in that place. Likes to run with the ball, not really fitting into the tiki-taka formation I want to play. Shoots from distance, places his shot, arrives late in opponent area, and also likes to switch the ball to the other flank. Decent all-rounder. We'll have to see how much game time he's going to get this year. Onel Hernandez, an attacking midfielder, right-left, can also play right midfield. A little bit weak for me. I don't think he's going to get too much game time, and I think we've got better options out there, and I think if we don't, we'll probably go and buy better options, to be honest. Josip Dermic. Now, he's going to be a new signing this season, brought in as a backup striker to Pukki, really, but will probably be featuring quite a lot for me. I like Dermic when he was back at his former club at Mönchengladbach. Not the best record. I've always liked him when he plays for Switzerland. 32 caps, 10 goals, not the best ratio, but we'll have to see how he gets on as well. Josip Dermic. We have Buendia, I should know how to pronounce that, really. Buendia, something like that. He looks pretty good. He'll probably be a right winger ahead of the other guy I was just talking about, whose name I've already forgotten. But yeah, decent stats, good passing, good technique, good vision, good dribbling, good crossing, good agility, pace 14, acceleration 14, good determination off the ball as well. Cuts inside from both wings. I like the look of, like the cut of his jib. Patrick Roberts, eternally on loan from Man City, it seems. I think, he's played one appearance for Man City there, where they paid £5 million for him, and then he's been out on lots of loan spells. Not really done very well anywhere he's been. I mean, he did okay at Celtic, I remember that. But yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see if he gets a run out in our team. He's okay. He's a pretty decent inverted winger, left-footed, cutting in from the right. And we'll have to see how he gets on. I think at the moment, looking at the team, wingers is probably something I'd look at. Serbny is just very much a backup striker, a fringe player, not too fussed about him. And then Timo Pukki, who's having a Pukki party, moves into the channel, places shots, beats offside trap, cuts inside from both wings, finishing 16, composure 15. He's probably going to be our main goal threat this season, scoring 29 goals in 43 games in the Championship. Hoping he can step up and do the business, as they say. Now let's get into the development centre. That's what I was looking for. So the development centre gives you a complete overview of all the players out on loan and in your youth teams. Players out on loan, 16. We have an under-23 squad, which is a strong squad. There are a group of youngsters who are close to being ready for first-team opportunities. We have a few players who are demonstrating promising potential. This is a squad that is looking good for the future. Under-18s, a couple of players that clearly have great potential. This is a squad that is looking good for the future. We're not going to do the proper induction. There are some associated responsibilities with this. We'll just leave it to the backroom staff for now. And so we've got a player. It could become a star player and potentially better than Christoph Zimmermann. Rocky Bushiri. He does look quite good, actually. And a bit of a utility man as well, which is useful to see. And Colton Morris is relatively highly recommended, which is good. So ones to watch. Could be a star player, could be a quality player. So Adam, I don't know why I say Adam Ida. Yeah, looks like he could be okay. I'd say he'd get some chances in the League Cup, but he's not going to this season because we're going to try and win it. Every year in March, a match is organised with the teams. Later on, as you get closer, this is something I've seen in Bobby G's videos, as you get closer to the youth intake, you actually get a sort of a brief breakdown to say, in our youth academy this year, we're going to have a British left winger who looks like he could be quite useful, and some things like that. But generally, it does look like we've got a decent squad in our youth team. So maybe we'll call on some of them and see how we're getting. Isaac Sneer Volvaldsen is an absolutely amazing name. But yeah, I mean, generally, not too much has changed. We'll go into the match engine when we do our first league game in the next episode. Tika Hinton is pretty crap, so that's good. But yeah, overall finances, we have 19 million in the bank. We have a 10 million transfer budget. Wage budget, we've got, what's that, 30-ish thousand pounds to play with a week, which is good. The club vision and the club info, we'll keep an eye on these screens the more we play. They'll welcome you into the role. We don't have a great rating yet, which is obviously something they made a big deal of in the trailer. But so far, it's looking pretty similar, to be honest. Sean Logstaff is someone that would be a quality signing, but unfortunately we don't have that sort of money. But overall, yeah, we're going to play all these. I'm going to do all these friendlies offline. You don't need to worry about them, and then we'll come back and play the Newcastle and Chelsea games. Will be in the first episode. Now, I'm not using any badge packs or face packs or any sort of mods like that because it's the beta. I want to make sure it goes as smoothly as possible, and that means not modding anything in. When we get to the full game and the full game is released, I will try my hardest to get a face pack and the logo packs, although there has been a clamp down on it because of the copyright issues that we are seeing. Anyway, let's press continue just the once to see if we get anything. We've got we'll do it actually until we have our press conference or team meeting. So in pressure to the new season, Club Captain Ron has presented us with a potential code of conduct. Oh, this is interesting. Didn't know this was in the game. The team has suggested fixed fines in place of ad hoc disciplinary action and as such will happily abide by the rules throughout the campaign. You are free to make adjustments to the suggestions below or to opt out of using a code of conduct altogether. You can also ask Edmund Reimer for his input. If you skip the code of conduct, you'll have the opportunity to discipline players on a case-by-case basis. So, first time, if you miss training, you're getting a week's fine. Second time, you're getting 2 weeks. Third time, you're getting 2 weeks. Fourth time, you're getting sacked, to be honest. If you've gone AWOL per day, you get, well, same. 1, 2, 2, 2. Multiple booking ban. I don't know what that means. What is that? What does it mean by a multiple booking ban? Oh, if you picked up 5 yellow cards. Okay. None the first time. Second time you'll get 1 day, and then you'll go a week, and then we'll go 2 weeks. Yeah, that's fine. Sent off for a second booking. No, sometimes that can be harsh. So you just get a none. Then we'll go a warning, and then we'll go half a week, and then we'll go 1 week. Sent off straight red. We'll go half week, 1 week, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. I think that's fine. Confirm. We're going to go for that. Hopefully that won't annoy everybody. But I like that. That's much better, so that you don't have to keep pressing the buttons every time. So the team report is constantly updated to aid you in highlighting the strengths and weaknesses and overall depth of your squad. The players are a threat to score from long range. Great. The goalkeepers are good in the air. The goalkeepers collectively reflexes are good. They're in the team are good at coming off their line to deal with danger. Plenty of room in the wage budget. Not best in terms of dribbling. Finishing is an area of concern. Isn't the best squad in terms of heading, marking, and penalty taking, and tackling, and handling, and the command of area, and communication, and throwing, and anticipation, and decisions, and positioning, and technique, and teamwork, and work rate, and acceleration, and strength, and stamina, and pace, and jumping reach, and leadership, and balance, and bravery, and aggression, and natural fitness, and determination, and concentration, and overall depth, and the youth prospect isn't much to talk about. Fucking hell, that's a lot wrong with this club. Jesus Christ. Okay, we've got some good stuff in here, though. Injuries, torn knee ligaments, 4 to 5 months for Hernandez, and Zimmerman's out for a maximum of 2 months. And you're too old for the under-23s, but you're also very shit, Michael McGovern. That's the problem. Introduce yourself to the squad. Hello, everybody. I'm Cultured Left Foot. I'm your new manager. I strongly believe we can beat the drop and stay in this division. I think we're able to do a bit more than that. Well, I'm sensitive to it assertively, cautiously. Sensitive to the opinion of the room. If there's a great freedom capable of mid-table finish, no. Having a gorgeous collective, I've decided not being, no. I don't think I'm being ambitious. Yeah. Done. They're happy. They're not happy. That's the sort of reaction I was, yeah, fine. I've also finalised the code of conduct you suggested this season. I trust you'll accept the rules on board with the system for the upcoming campaign. Happy with the code of conduct. Satisfied with the I'm happy with the code of conduct. Ralph Farman. What a dick. That's a great response. Thank you. Sorry, Ralph, you're now automatically relegated to my second choice goalkeeper, and that's fine by me. So let's go and have a quick look into the transfers as well. So scouting, players, player search, and let's have a quick little look. Chris Wood is wanted by Crystal Palace because when Benteke isn't enough, you go and sign Chris Wood. Crystal Palace also going after Adama Traore. Interesting. Let's just go for a quick search. I'm very loan listed. Who's on the loan? Matty Longstaff from Newcastle. Good on ya. James Garner from Man United. Central midfielder. No, we need to... You know what I'm going to do. People that have watched my channel, I go transfer hunting, I go bargain hunting, and Victor Wanyama could be pretty good. He'll be quite injury prone. Morgan Schneiderlin. Now... I don't think that's that bad a deal. Morgan Schneiderlin's a good little player. We've got Amin Younes, another German. We could bring in a German winger. I do need possibly a winger. David Santon. I used to love him. He played for Newcastle at one point as well, and Inter Milan. Henri Lansbury for Aston Villa. Raphael, right back, ex-Man United. Nyland. I mean, surely the first thing you've got to go and do is look at... Erling Haaland, has he got a minimum fee release clause? We don't know at the moment. If we then go make an offer, does it say... No, it doesn't say anything about his release clause. They've updated this screen as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and... Not that we need a striker, but, you know, he's obviously one of the hottest prospects in Europe at the moment. So we're going to go and have a look at him. I probably won't make any signings until you guys have watched this episode. So there might be a little bit of a delay in between this episode and the next one. But is that Sandro that used to play for Tottenham? He is. Tottenham QPR. I didn't realise he'd gone to Genoa. Genoa? Hey, terrible joke. But yeah, I mean, lots of people here on the transfer list. Jonathan de Guzman as well, 31. All these players that I grew up with. And now they're all really old. Like me, I guess. So, yeah. Wow. I just love buying players in Football Manager, if you've noticed that. If you watch the channel, you'll notice that I love buying players. And sometimes it's a problem when I do it. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. But I will get some of your recommendations as well. Oh no, the transfer window closes, doesn't it, before the season starts? Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll play. Maybe I don't know what I'm going to do. That's thrown a spanner in the works. Who did that? Who sorted that out in terms of life and transfer dealings? Oh, I forgot about that. A summary, teams, yeah, whatever. Left foot to meet the media. Does it look like me? I mean, there's no face cam. Maybe when I've got my face cam back, we'll do a side-by-side comparison. We will attend this press conference. We will. Hi, Cultured. What are your initial thoughts on taking the Norwich job? I'm very excited. Can't wait to get stuck in. What attracted you to Norwich? It's a massive club. It will appeal to anything. Built for success. Did you have any reservations about taking the job? I jumped at the chance, to be honest. It's not every day you're offered a job like this. What was it about this job in particular that appealed for you? Ambition? No. I'm happy to further my professional experience. Have you met anything regarding your backroom staff? No. Norwich City have lofty ambitions, and hiring you is said to be the latest step in meeting them. Are you the right person to deliver on their apparent promise, especially in the short term? I'm confident that we can stay up. Does this squad have the oh my god, that wasn't English. Does this squad have the necessary quality for you to achieve your targets? Players have to show me day in, day out on the training pitch. Have you met the players yet? Yeah, I've not spent a great deal of time with them yet, but everyone's keen to impress, and that makes for an encouraging environment in which to work. I don't know why I said that cautiously. What role can the supporters play in moving the fans will be a massive part? How far can you take this club? Long-term success? And how hard do you expect the players to work? I want everyone to embrace the hard work and know it's all geared towards improving. And we've done our press conference, and we'll end the first episode there because it's been about half an hour. And, well, we will probably be back at the start of the season against Newcastle when all the new signings will be in place, and we'll have to see what happens. But thank you so much for watching, everyone. Please do smash a like. Let's try and hit 10 likes on this video to come back to Football Manager on the channel, and FM2020 is here. Sorry that I'm so late to joining the FM2020 party, but let's get off to the start with a season with Norwich. For now, I'm out. Cheers.